Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Louisiana's offense takes the field. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Scanning the field, it's Lane. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Ragin' Cajuns will call on their punt team. Boots' first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Red Wolves offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
On second down, looking again to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going. Yeah,
let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Lane. Starting to feel a little pressure. Keeps the legs moving. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Let's go. Check. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Finds his man enough for the first. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Now the play fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Quarterback checking the play. Running to the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I can get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lane. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Catch in the middle. It's Terry. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Witherspoon. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You know, because this offense doesn't use the fullback too often, it's almost as if the defense forgot about him on that last play. He goes out and catches the ball for a first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there locked in and playing together. That was a critical fourth down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
Right back to the well.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. All bottled up, and now the ball is free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw, it's Lane. They're working that left side. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Makes his connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. On the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job. The INT and actually catching it.
Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Lane. This time he's got his man. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down and run. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it on the run. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Raging Cajuns will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own. Another ball is knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
They haven't been in the red zone all day until now. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 16. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Louisiana, 7.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback will audible. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Red Wolves will punt this one away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Levis. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on 3rd down. You got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
He leaves it with his back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes a connection. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cajuns.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Floats it out in space. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. Give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Pressure coming. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
He'll toss it. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but they weren't going to let it happen there.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. And that pass picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfect. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the 1st down, get it out of my hand, get the 1st down.
Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Louisiana 14.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Back to pass, it's Lane. Now improvising. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short. But the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter. And 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And the Raging Cajuns will have it 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. Second down coming up.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Dances away. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
4 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This is a 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air. It's Lane. They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab on the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The official says no good. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game.
It has been an absolute nightmare and a game to forget for this kicker. That is now his 4th missed field goal in this game, and if they lose, you know everybody's going to be pointing the finger at him.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Running back, the ball carrier. Picks up 4.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. He uncorks one deep. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Lane. The throw to the outside is complete.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Okay, ready?
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
The play action fake. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Big opportunity for this defense to get a stop and maybe get the ball back on 3rd and 10. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And the Red Wolves will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Quarterback now breaking the field.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you got to have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs